Hey guys, Corey Davis here, and I wanted to explain why we got this machine. So this is an assisted dip and pull-up machine, and the idea behind it is I wanted to have another way to help people do pull-ups and chin-ups better. So right now, the ways that we help people do pull-ups and chin-ups that can't do a pull-up or a chin-up are one, to do like slow eccentric reps, or two, to use a band. And slow eccentrics are good, but by definition, you're not doing the concentric, you're not doing the pulling part of it, you're just working on the way down, which is a good starting point, but at some point you need to work on pulling. And so we usually transition people towards using bands. And bands are good, but there's a huge flaw with bands, and that is at the top of the rep, usually the hardest part for people, the bands don't actually help you. The band stretches and it helps you the most at the bottom, and then progressively as you get higher and higher and you probably need more help, the band actually can't help you anymore. So it's really hard to get the weight right with bands. So I don't love it, it's just the best we have. So the idea here is here's a much better solution in my mind. The downside is it takes up a lot of space, we only have one, so we can't have 30 people in a class use it. Not that we have a class of 30 people, but we can't do that. But we can take turns and use it. Here, this adds weight. So opposite of most machines, the more weight you have on here, the easier it'll be. So right now it is set to 85 pounds, which means if I were to stand on there and try to do a rep of a chin up or a pull up, it would help me with an extra 85 pounds of help. And it'll be the same help from the top all the way to the bottom. So this will be a much better way to, one, be able to gauge progress because you can see exactly how much weight it's helping with. And two, it'll be the same amount of help the entire way through the rep. So this is going to be a great thing for any of our class people, and I have it here in kind of the edge of the class area so that non-class members could use it periodically as well. But I specifically got it to make our classes better and make it a better service for people so they can get that first pull-up, get that first chin-up in 2023. So that's how it's going to be really useful for our more beginner members that are trying to get their first pull-up or chin-up. What if you are super advanced and you take our classes? How can this help you? Well, in addition to being a way that you could do more reps, it's also a way you could start incorporating drop sets. You guys know drop sets are where you start off with a heavier weight and get progressively lighter as your muscles exhaust. So you could do 10 reps with no help and then add where it's gonna help you with 50 pounds, go all the way to failure, jump it up to 100 pounds, go all the way to failure. So you could do a more advanced thing like that. And one way that me and Noah have talked about using it is there are guys in the world that can do single arm chin-ups. It's a really cool exercise. Me and Noah are not close to doing a one-arm chin-up. We just dangle there lifelessly. This would let us work on that some, and maybe in 2025, you'll see one of us do a single arm chin-up. We'll see. But that's the idea. We're super excited about it. Thanks for tuning in.